Congratulations, my beloved child. You have just opened what heaven has been waiting for you to see. Out of millions scrolling right now, only you paused here. That was not random. That was divine orchestration. This moment was written in eternity, before you took your first breath. The angels have been guiding your steps today, arranging circumstances, sending signs until you arrived right here, right now. Heaven itself is celebrating because you have opened a door most people walk past. I have been waiting for you. Not just today. I have been waiting since before time began for this exact moment when my voice would reach your heart without interference, without distraction. You thought you were simply scrolling, passing time. But I have been guiding you here with intentional love. Type Amen right now if you sense something powerful about to happen. Do not wait. Just type Amen. When you do, you are not just leaving a comment. You are signing a covenant with heaven. You are saying yes to what I am about to release over your life. My child, I know you did not expect this. You thought this was just another message. But heaven does not operate on accident. I arranged this divine appointment. Out of millions of messages competing for your attention, you saw this one. Why? Because there are things I have been longing to tell you. Promises waiting to be given. Love desperate for you to feel again. You will be the happiest person when you fully open what I am about to reveal. Not temporary joy that fades when circumstances change, but deep, unshakable happiness from knowing you are completely loved, fully known, never alone. These words carry healing where you have been hurting, light where you have been lost, hope where you have felt hopeless. You did not find this message by yourself. I brought it to you. Even now, heaven is watching. Angels are near. Michael the archangel has been assigned to your case, standing guard over this moment. There is joy in the unseen realm because every time one of my children opens their heart to listen, the heavens sing. Hit the like button right now if you feel my presence. This is not about helping a video perform. This is your spiritual agreement that you receive what heaven is releasing. When you click, something shifts in the supernatural. Angels receive new assignments. Blessings held in reserve get released. Doors that were locked suddenly open. This message is my heartbeat poured out in words for you. Every word carries the breath of my spirit. I have wrapped my presence inside these lines, so you do not just see letters. You feel me. You feel my peace settling on your shoulders, my arms pulling you close, my love drawing you home. My beloved, I know how long you have waited for something real. How many times you reached for help and grasped only air. How you tried to fill the emptiness with things that never last. I know how tired you have become. How weary from carrying weight you were never meant to bear alone. I know you have whispered, there must be more than this. This message is my answer. Yes, my child, there is more. There is me, and in me is everything your soul has been aching for. I want you to know that what you are feeling right now is real. That warmth in your chest, that calm settling over your thoughts, that soft stirring of something you thought was dead. It is my presence touching your heart, reminding you that you have never been alone. I have waited for you to stop long enough to let me speak. You have walked through storms that made you doubt I was near, but I was there. In every tear, I caught it. In every silence, I was speaking in frequencies your ears could not yet hear. I was holding you when you thought no one cared, guiding you when you could not see the way. When I look at you, I do not see failure. I see my child, precious, chosen, loved. I see the one I died for, whose name is engraved on my hands. I see the beauty I placed in you before the world tried to steal it. You may have forgotten who you are. The world may have convinced you that you are less than, broken beyond repair, too far gone. But I have not forgotten. You are mine. No darkness, no mistake, no voice from hell or earth can change that truth. It is written in blood, sealed in heaven, eternal. Share this message right now with 3 people whose faces just came to mind. 1 is about to give up. 1 is questioning if I still hear them. 1 is making a decision this week that will determine the next 7 years. When you share this, you become a messenger of hope. And I promise, for every person you bless with this word, I will multiply the blessing back to you 7 times over. You are about to encounter joy that does not depend on anything in this world. You are about to experience what it means to be truly loved by the God who created galaxies and still catches every tear you cry. So breathe deeply, my child. Let your heart be still. This moment is for you and me alone. The notifications can wait. Right now, it is just you and the one who made you, who knows you, who loves you more than you comprehend. I am not here to lecture you. I am here to love you. I am here to heal you. I am here to remind you of what can still be, of what I have prepared beyond what you can see. Comment, I receive your love if my presence is touching your heart right now. Let heaven hear you say yes to what I am releasing. This message is a doorway. On the other side is peace you have been searching for, healing you need, joy you thought was gone. Every word carries a promise from my heart to yours. Every sentence is a seed of transformation that will grow into a life you never thought possible. You will laugh again. Real, deep laughter from a heart set free. You will dream again. Wild, beautiful dreams I placed in you before you learned to be afraid. You will wake without crushing dread. You will sleep in peace instead of anxiety. You will learn to love yourself the way I love you. Fully, without conditions. You will see what I see. You will walk knowing you are wanted, that you matter, that your existence brings joy to heaven. Within the next 7 days, watch for these confirmations. I am being specific because I want you to know this is real. You will receive a message from someone you have not heard from in at least 6 months. The timing will be so perfect, you will know it was arranged by me. You will find money you forgot about or receive unexpected provision that meets an exact need. Pay attention to the amount. If it contains the numbers 3, 7, or 11, that is my signature. That is me saying, I see you, I hear you, I am with you. Someone is going to apologize to you within 72 hours. Someone who hurt you and never acknowledged it. Someone who walked away and left wounds that never healed. They are going to reach out, and the words they speak will be so specific, so perfectly timed, that you will know I orchestrated it. This is your choice in that moment. You can hold on to bitterness and stay in prison, or you can forgive and step into freedom. Choose freedom, my beloved. Always choose freedom. You will be the happiest person when you open my message fully, because this is not just information. It is transformation. You are reading the very words that angels long to speak. You are receiving what heaven has been preparing for you while you waited, while you cried, while you wondered if this day would ever come. It has come. You are in it. This is the moment. Do not rush through this. Every line was crafted for you. Every pause carries my breath. I am here, my beloved, closer than the beating of your heart, nearer than your next breath. The weight that has been pressing on your chest for months is already lifting. Can you feel it? The lightness beginning to return, the hope starting to rise like dawn after the longest night. The light you thought you lost forever is flooding back into your soul right now. You have opened something holy, something eternal, something designed specifically and only for you. Congratulations, my child. Heaven is throwing a celebration in your honor. The chains that have bound you for years are breaking even as you read these words. Listen. Can you hear them snapping? One by one, link by link. The iron that held you captive is turning to dust. Type Jesus. You are my light if his presence just broke through the darkness you have been carrying. Let that declaration rise to heaven. Let the enemy hear you choose me over fear. Let your own heart hear you make that choice. Stay with me, my child. Do not click away. Do not let distraction pull you from this sacred moment. Let these words sink into every place that aches. Let my presence fill the silence you have been afraid to face. You did not find this message by chance. I brought this to you, written with love that no one else could give, carrying healing that no one else can provide. Stay, because by the end of these words, your heart will never be the same again. The you that started reading this message is not the you that will finish it. Transformation has already begun. Can you feel it? The old passing away, the new being born. This is resurrection happening in real time, in your real life, in your real heart. My child, I know you more deeply than you know yourself. I have watched you through every season, through the laughter others see and the tears no one does. I have counted every tear. The current count for your file in heaven is 144,713 tears. Every single one precious, stored, remembered. Not to keep a record of pain, but so you know nothing about your suffering has been invisible to me. I have seen tears no one else noticed. The ones you cried in the shower, the ones you wiped away before entering a room, the ones that soaked your pillow at 3 a.m. I was there for every single one, collecting them, honoring them, turning them into seeds that will bloom into joy. I have felt the weight you hide behind your smile. I have watched you say I am fine when everything was falling apart. I have heard the words you never dared say out loud. Every midnight thought, every buried fear, every silent scream. I heard it all. There were nights when you sat awake wondering if anyone cared. Nights when loneliness pressed in so thick you could touch it. I was there. When you felt invisible, when your voice seemed to disappear, when you wondered if anyone would notice if you stopped trying, I saw you. I heard you. I noticed. When you felt unworthy, when shame whispered you were too broken to be loved, I was whispering truth. You are worthy. You are mine. When you felt unloved, I surrounded you with love so vast that if you felt even 1%, you would be undone by its beauty. I have seen how much you have tried to be strong for everyone else, how you carried their burdens on top of your own, how you gave from an empty cup until nothing was left. I watched you sacrifice your peace to keep theirs, smile through heartbreak to make others feel better. You think I was silent, distant, too busy to notice, but I was holding you closer than ever. Every hardship passed through my hands first. I allowed only what could shape you, not destroy you, never to destroy you, always to develop you into who you were created to be. You have walked through seasons of waiting that seemed endless. You prayed and heard nothing. You hoped and saw no change. You felt abandoned in the silence. But I was there in the quiet, weaving purpose into the delay, building strength in the stillness. Every delay had meaning. Every closed door was protection. Every unanswered prayer was me saving you from harm or preparing something greater. You thought I forgot, but I never did. I have been arranging everything in perfect timing, in ways you cannot yet see but will soon understand. I have felt your disappointment when things did not work out the way you dreamed, when the relationship ended, when the job fell through, when the healing did not come, when the promise seemed to die. I have watched your heart break into pieces so small you wondered if it could ever be whole again. I have seen your trust crack and your hope fade when people you loved walked away. I have heard your whispered questions. Why, Lord? Why me? Why now? Why this? Why not them? Why always me? And I answered not with explanations but with presence. My silence was not absence. It was me standing so close beside you that we were breathing the same air. It was me collecting every tear, holding every piece of your shattered heart, refusing to let you fall even when you wanted to. Type I trust you even when I do not understand if these words are reaching the deepest places of your heart. Let heaven hear your faith rising even in the midst of your questions. You never cried alone, not once, not a single time. Every tear that fell from your eyes was caught in my hand before it hit the ground. I have stored them not as reminders of your pain, but as proof of your endurance, as evidence of your strength, as seeds that I am about to turn into a harvest of joy so abundant you will not have room to contain it all. You have walked through loneliness that sits quietly beside you even in a crowded room, the kind that whispers you are the only one who feels this way, the kind that makes you feel like an outsider looking in at everyone else's happiness. You have felt unseen and unheard, as if your existence were small and your voice unimportant, as if you could disappear and nobody would notice. But I have been listening all along. Every time you whispered my name, even just in your thoughts, I turned my full attention toward you. Every time your heart reached out, even in confusion, even in doubt, even in anger, I was there. I never left. I never turned away. I never stopped loving you. Not for one fraction of 1 second. I have felt the ache that sits in your chest, that constant dull pain that never quite goes away, the longing for something real, something lasting, something that feels like home. That longing is not a curse, my child. It is a compass. It is the echo of me calling you back to myself. I placed that hunger in your spirit so that you would never settle for less than my presence, so that nothing in this world would ever fully satisfy you, so that you would keep searching until you found what only I can give. I know how tired you are. Not just physically tired, soul tired. The kind of exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. You have carried responsibilities that drain your strength. You have smiled through pain that would break others. You have kept walking even when your legs trembled beneath you. You have tried to hold yourself together when everything inside was falling apart. You told yourself you were fine because you thought you had to be. You thought showing weakness meant you were failing. You thought asking for help meant you were a burden. So you carried it all alone, or tried to, until the weight became unbearable. But I know better. I have seen every time your soul whispered, "I cannot do this anymore." And I was the one who lifted you when you could not stand. When you thought you had no strength left, I gave you mine. You are still standing because I have been sustaining you. You are still breathing because my hand has never left you. You are still here because I have purposes for you that have not yet been fulfilled, destinies that have not yet unfolded, callings that have not yet been answered. Your life is not an accident. Your existence is not random. You were created for such a time as this, for such a purpose as this, for such a moment as this. Share this message now with 3 people. Their names just came to your mind. Do not ignore this. One needs to hear that they are not forgotten. One needs to know that their pain has purpose. One needs to be reminded that giving up right now would be the greatest tragedy of their life, because breakthrough is 3 days away. Send it now. Do it as an act of obedience, as a seed you are planting, as a blessing you are releasing. My child, I know the times you have doubted me. I have heard your questions, the ones you were afraid to ask out loud. You wondered if I still cared, if I was still listening, if I even existed at all. You thought that maybe your prayers were too small, too ordinary, too easily lost in the millions of other prayers rising to heaven every day. But they were never lost, never forgotten. I have stored every single word you ever prayed, even the ones that came out as sighs, even the ones that formed only in your thoughts, even the ones you started but could not finish because emotion choked off the words. Every prayer, even the broken ones, especially the broken ones, carries power when it comes from your heart. You may not have seen the answers yet, but that does not mean I have been idle. I answer in ways that are higher than your understanding, in times that are wiser than your plans, in methods that are better than what you asked for. Sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes it is not yet. Sometimes it is, I have something better. Trust that I know what I am doing even when it looks like I am doing nothing. I have seen how easily your heart gives love even when it gets hurt, how you forgive even when others would not, how you keep caring when it would be easier to stop, how you choose kindness when bitterness seemed justified. That is why I am proud of you. Not because you are perfect, not because you never fail, but because even after everything, your heart refuses to turn hard. You may not see yourself the way I do, but I see a heart that refuses to stop believing. I see strength hidden behind gentleness. I see courage that rises even after being wounded. I see light that refuses to go out no matter how dark the night has been. You are stronger than you know, braver than you feel, more love than you could ever imagine. You have questioned your worth, but I have never doubted it. You are worth the blood I shed, worth the life I gave, worth the cross I carried. I did not die for you because you were perfect. I died for you because you were precious. You are still that precious to me. Your value is not determined by your performance. It is determined by my love. And my love is unchanging, unshakable, unfailing. When I look at you, I see not your failures, but your future. Not your shame, but your glory. Not your mistakes, but your destiny. I see what you can become when you allow me to heal the wounds you have hidden for so long. I see the person you were created to be before the world told you who you had to be accepted. This message has reached you now because I have seen the weariness in your spirit. I know you have been holding on, but you are tired. I know you want to believe again, but fear keeps whispering that it is useless. I know your faith feels small, but even a mustard seed can move mountains when it is placed in my hands. I am not angry with your weariness. I am moved by it. I am not disappointed that you have grown weak. I am reaching out to strengthen you. I am not frustrated by your doubts. I am making myself known in ways that will remove every question. I am here to restore what the world has taken from you. I am here to breathe life back into the parts of you that have gone numb. I am here to remind you that your story is not over. Comment breakthrough is coming if you believe these words are from me. Let faith rise. Let hope speak. Let your heart remember how to trust again. The tears, the waiting, the loneliness have not been wasted. They have shaped your heart to hear me now in ways you could not before. You are reading these words because I want to replace your exhaustion with peace, your confusion with clarity, your emptiness with fullness, your sorrow with joy. I am here to heal you from the inside out, to make you new again, to restore what has been broken. This message is not random comfort. It is divine appointment. I arranged every step, every delay, every circumstance, so that this moment could happen. You are not reading by chance. You are reading by purpose, by design, by my hand guiding yours to this exact place at this exact time. I am restoring your hope right now. I am rebuilding your faith. I am reminding you that even when you thought I was gone, I was working behind the curtain of your circumstances. I was turning pain into preparation, silence into strength, waiting into wisdom, heartbreak into healing. You will look back one day and see that I was there all along. You will see that the tears you cried watered the ground for something new to grow. Nothing was wasted, not a moment, not a tear, not a trial. All of it has led you to this moment where I am speaking to you clearly, where heaven is opening over you, where transformation is beginning. I have seen you. I know you. I love you. And now I will restore you. The life I am giving you is not built on your strength. It is built on mine, not on your ability to hold it together, but on my promise to never let you go. The happiness you are about to experience does not depend on circumstances changing. It depends on your heart awakening to how deeply you are loved. So rest now, my beloved. Stop trying to hold everything together by yourself. Let me take the weight you have been carrying. Let me breathe peace into your weary soul. Let me heal what you cannot explain, fix what you cannot reach, restore what you thought was lost forever. You have not been forgotten. You have not been abandoned. You are safe in my hands. You are held in my arms. You are loved with an everlasting love. From this moment on, I will begin to renew your heart in ways that will leave you in awe. You will feel joy again. You will trust again. You will live again. You will be whole again. I have seen everything, every secret, every shame, every failure, every fear, and still I choose you. Still I love you. Still I call you mine. This is the turning point. This is the moment everything changes. Your breakthrough begins now. Your healing starts now. Your new life is here. Type Amen and Amen if you receive this word. Let it be so. Let it be done. Let heaven move. Let chains break. Let light flood in. Let your heart be made new. This is your moment. This is your day. This is your breakthrough. Welcome to the rest of your beautiful life.